You guys, how hard is it to do a do-it-yourself DIY oil change on a Moomba Kraz, which is basically a Raptor 6.2 liter engine? How hard is it to do it yourself? Because dealer charged me almost $400 for an oil change. Just a basic oil change, almost 400 bucks. How hard is it to do this yourself? Any idea? Let's do it together because I'm not paying another 400 bucks to change the oil on this boat. Here's a dipstick. Basically, we're going to find the tube that's going to come out either out of the bottom where the drain plug is. Oh, here's the tube right here. Okay. So we're going to unhook that and see if we're going to be able to just freely drain it, because that's at the bottom of the oil pan. As you guys can see, Raptor 6.2. And we're going to drain that thing and then do it ourselves. And I just bought oil at O'Reilly today with an oil filter for $90 with tax. So 90 versus almost 400 bucks. That's a huge difference. That's a $300 savings. And to do it yourself, it's going to take me, I don't know, half an hour maybe. I haven't even done it myself yet. Last time I paid that crazy money. And it's very easy oil change, so let's do it. Let's see how hard this is. I actually have a tool that people say that it's hard to get the actual drain plug, which is this, out of the drain hole, because it's way down there, supposedly. And it's difficult to shove it through there to drain it. So people, what they do is they have one of those special tools that suck it out. And I could suction it out of here as well. I could suck the old oil out, but I don't think it's a big problem to actually just get this undone right here. To take this out. And then I'm going to open my drain plug right down there. It's right down there. Open that up and put this tube through. Let the oil drain out. Pour 8 quarts in. That's what it requires, is 8 quarts. And put a new oil filter on here and go. Where's my oil filter? I got to find that real quick, but I'll find it. I don't think it's going to be a big deal. I'll show you guys where that's at too once I find it. You guys, I just yanked the hose from the bottom here where your drain plug is. I don't know why some people think it's very hard to do. On this boat, on the Moomba Kraz, it's very easy. It's a 2016 Indmar 6.2 liter motor. Very easy to get this hose out. And I don't have to use any kind of an extractor. And here it is, and I'm just going to have it come down into this. I've got one. It's over here on the shelf. An oil extractor where you don't have a drain plug. Why use that when you can actually use the hose it comes with? Got me a Motorcraft FL 820S oil filter. So I'll be using this as soon as I drain all the oil. And I'm going to use 8 quarts. And my oil filter is actually real easy to access to get into. On some boats it might be harder, but on mine it's actually pretty easy. I'll show you guys where it's at. Basically, I removed this where my ballast is, and my oil filter is right there. It's the black right under here. That's the filter. Right there. So I'll be unscrewing that. I'll show you guys an easy trick to do that without putting any oil on the ground or inside your boat. You just take either a grocery bag or a gallon-sized Ziploc bag. As you're twisting it off, just put that over it, and when you take it off, just kind of keep that on there until all the oil is done dripping. That way you don't make a mess. But let's do this real quick. It's just going to be pouring from here to here. Super easy. You guys, one thing I do is I always put a little oil on this rubber seal. Always. Little on the inside, little on the outside. Always add a little bit. That way the seal doesn't crack. I don't know, just always been taught that way. Comment, let me know if you guys do the same thing. If you guys put a little bit of oil right here. Some people put oil on the inside too. It's a boat, it's not a car. I don't want oil inside of there, so I don't put any oil inside. I'll put enough, just a little, maybe a tad bit extra. That way it will cover for whatever would need to go in here. But it's 8 full quarts, that means 8 full with a filter change. So here's what the shop put in. They put in this Wix 51372. If you guys really want to be cheap, then yeah, that's what you would use, is this Wix one. I just used one of these. This is a old-fashioned style that's been working great for me. So it helped me unscrew the filter. Now I'm about to put a bag over it and unscrew it, and all the stuff is going to go in there, and the new filter is going to go in, and we're going to be pouring oil in and calling this good. This oil is about to come right out of here. Just using a bag keeps whatever excess oil is going to come out of here from actually floating down into the boat. So I need to set the camera down, that way I can actually hold with one hand the filter and the other hand so I can hold the bag so it doesn't drop together with the filter. That defeats the purpose. Nice and easy, nothing even spilt besides what I have that I'm holding. You see, the bag is clean because it gets pumped into here. So it's not like a car with, you know, the oil filter actually being settled into the block. Totally different on this boat versus a vehicle. So that's nice. I'm just going to tuck it away right here for now. Grab my filter. Screw the bad boy on and we're done. I hand tightened what I could, as tight as I could, and then I used this wrench, tightened it up as tight as it would go. So we're good here. Now oil time. Pour in oil, 8 quarts. Put in the 8 quarts. There it is. Right into that opening. Oops. Right into this opening. 530. Synthetic is what I use. Pure synthetic. 8 quarts and we're done. Simple and easy. It's what I get for trying to film and pour oil at the same time. I poured a little bit outside my funnel. So I got a little bit down there. You guys see that? Now I got to get in there and wipe it off. That way I know when I'm looking down there if I've got oil leaks or not, because I never had any oil leaks in here before. So when I was pouring it in, I got a little bit right here on the side. So I got a little bit down there. You guys see? Kind of poured over a little bit. I just got to be careful. When I was trying to be careful, I wasn't careful enough apparently. That's why you got to have a crew to film you when you're doing this kind of stuff. So you guys definitely got to give me a like and a subscribe now. And that's it. On the dipstick, looks just right under full. And it's not even standing even. I got it raised up a little more than it needs to be. So we're good. I'll check it on the water and see how it is, and if it needs more, I can pour a little more in there, but that's all it is. I mean, really, it took longer to do this video than it took to do this. The only The only real part that took longer was using the extractor down there. That took a little bit because it takes time. So you just pump it, and then I had to run out and season my griddle. And then I come back, pump it a little more, go back out there, come back. So in all reality, if you're doing this all by yourself, it's not more than 20-30 minute job altogether if you'd have to really wait for it. It's nothing, guys. It's definitely not worth $400 at the dealership. Definitely not. Yeah, it's $100 worth of oil and a filter, good filter. I don't know how much that cheapy one costs, but besides that, super easy. So if you guys are into doing some DIY stuff, maintenance, things in your garage, things in your shop, like and subscribe to this channel. I do my fair share of that. Take care. Save yourself some money. See you next time.